He's moonwalking. He's moonwalking that
Yes.
pathway. He ain't hit a button in 3 weeks. He was so excited.
No, because you be messing up my intro. I'm going to show you how I want it. Look, when I hit you with the yes, then I need it in the background like
people
that.
People was hitting me appreciative. They heard those horns in like a month.
It's them 3 people. Everybody else love it. Listen, I want to welcome y'all to the You Wasn't Outside podcast, episode 71. I'm one of your hosts, not doing the most. Normal ass Carl. To my front, I have my man.
And Just Lex.
Just Lex. Let me get this man his phone back,
There
man.
Eric.
There we go. You're right. I really had to get those horns off. It makes me feel like I'm ready.
The way you push them buttons, my screen got cracked.
I'm just ready to get to it, man. Look. Tell me how things have been. Give me a quick rundown. Single dad life right now. She probably ain't even called and checked in. Having all her fun in the world. What's good, man? Like, what's up? Yeah. Looks like you helped. Look, he did a good job. The kids is together. You had one mishap that I will never speak of. That I would never speak of because I don't want her to get you in like that. But that's it. Other than that, they in great shape. It wasn't even like a security issue. It was just funny, right? I want her to ponder like what happened. Then you can tell her whenever you can hold that power. Get your power back, King.
I can't because now I gotta be paranoid whenever she's like 3 episodes behind. So.
You probably forget what it was. Like, I will. Condition. There's no marks and bruises or anything like that. This is great. All in great spirits. It was just funny though. I was dying. So
So she left on Friday midday, so I had to close down the daycare.
You had to close.
Parents rolled up like, "Oh, I don't pay you."
What's he doing there?
Like word. Yeah, interestingly enough, like the FaceTime, she didn't FaceTime one time. Like I had to hit her yesterday. I'm like, let me just get this off before I kill them. Let me just let you know, because they've been good for the most part, but they had this rough stretch, man. So
PS5 is in effect right now. Daddy daycare is
yeah, but we also, we got a teacher's aide today too. We didn't have her past couple weeks, right?
Oh yeah.
She in the building.
Okay.
She was at the house on Friday too.
When you had to do the point, because I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Teachers, I don't even know what he's talking about right now.
But so Friday was fine, right? Like, as soon as I closed up, it was like 3:00 early. I'm going to do all my Saturday morning cleaning Friday evening.
Yeah.
That way, I got a jam-packed day on Saturday.
Jam-packed.
That was the plan anyway. Cleaned everything. We watched Ninja Turtles. We did, some other shit, popcorn, made dinner, clean, dishes, blah, blah, blah. Mopped the house. Friday was fine. Saturday, I'm like, hey, I was going to do this thing that we didn't end up doing because my man Victor hit me. He's like, oh, yeah, y'all free? Like, let's go to the park or whatever. So I'm like, all right, let's do that. And it's like, they know we about to leave. Anytime they know they about to go do something, they want to start cutting up. And so I'm like, yo, I'm trying.
But he ain't gonna tell me no.
Here's my phrase of the weekend. Y'all want me to do everything, but y'all don't let me do anything. And I was like, yo.
So now you going to San Jose.
Go somewhere, man.
Oh, when the last time y'all had a couples trip?
A couples trip?
Yeah.
A honeymoon?
Come on, man. What's
a couples trip? I mean,
why not? It's that time.
I looked at my my vacation statement, my credits. They about to kick me out soon anyway.
Who?
The state. They cap you at a certain amount before they force you to take a vacation.
That's even more reason for you to just go ahead and say, "Hey, look, man."
Oh, she just hit me.
No, she watching.
No, yeah, don't say nothing. Cry.
No. That's it. Don't even look at it because then you gonna be afraid.
Yeah,
just let her.
I'm a little shook.
Watch us ignore you. She hit you all weekend. Was like,
she hit me.
I'm playing, man. I know what you're doing now. Are you in trouble, man?
No, I'm saying I was worried because usually she'll call. So when she was only texting,
she ain't gonna call. She see you right now. No, she came
through the night before. Hella bags from Fashion Nova and shit. What you doing? Got her hair last week. Got her hair. She didn't get her hair done for me last week.
Oh man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Cash in that vacation. Look, Uncle Carl is over here watching dogs, kids.
It looked like you could
drop them off.
It looked like Auntie Adele doing the ground. This is her second cup of coffee.
I was out here brushing the turf this morning. What are you talking about? I had to brush the turf. Dog, I let the dog piss on my golf turf.
Brushing the turf is something like it sounds like
Bro, you gotta
growing
clean
up.
it
That
off.
sounds like something crazier than
Simple-
it is. But
simple.
when you're an old man, brushing the turf is literally brushing
That's
the
a
turf.
legit thing. That sounds like it do sound like an old
Yo,
man
I gotta go
statement.
brush the turf one time.
Nah. That's when they cutting up outside and you walk out and you like, yo, y'all out here brushing the turf and everything, man. Don't play with me.
So
That's
I went.
the turf.
I spent some money on me yesterday too.
Oh, so all right, Queen.
Yeah, man. I went to the outlets and bought me some $40 trainers.
Waist trainer?
Nah, man. I had to
Oh, some Nike training shoes. Yo, what's up with you?
So many miles.
That's so old. I didn't even. It
So
took
many
me a
miles
second.
on my walking shoes, man. I had to re-up because it
took
was
me-
tearing up the bottom of my socks,
Yeah, you
and I
gotta
was
stop
losing
living.
socks about a minute.
You gotta stop living like this.
Nah, but I was like, damn, we've been doing good. We ain't been eating now. We ain't been doing it. So I'm like, because the credit card statement I just paid off, it was a rough statement. This next one should be a lot lower. But then I'm like, damn, she going to San Jose, whatever she buying up there, and then I got to do this. But you know the lines in the Nike outlet sometimes be like crazy. Don't
Not
matter
sometimes.
Don't matter
It's not
how many
sometimes.
windows they got open.
Never
right?
sometimes.
So
It's
I
all
was in the
time.
store for 3 minutes. I was like, I only got but so much.
What time did you go?
It was like 11:30.
That's still kind of like.
I tried to go knock out all my recycling. That fucking line was crazy. So I had to go find a new one. I get to the Nike outlet, it's popping. But I'm only in the store because my 13 and up window, that little wall is only like a 3 feet window. So I'm like, black, gray, boom. All right, fuck it. Oh, I want 99? Nope, take 39. Bam. We get in line, but the line was a thing. It was not moving. And they was good in the store until we get in line, because now we in one spot. Once you stand in one spot, that's when they start fighting and doing this and that. They got me being that dad in the store. I'm like, yo, fuck. And then this is like a 20-minute wait. So once you get to the point of no return, like, oh, we here now. Just like before we recorded, Zeke's like, Dad, I gotta poop. Or no, I gotta pee. And you normally when he says
outlet pee is the worst.
when he gotta
you don't wanna pee in the outlet.
he starts being real dramatic and like and jumping up and down.
Hey, listen, I'd rather take that than he just be like, hey, I went, and he
No,
would be really mad.
that's what's coming after he gets dramatic. He just lets it fly.
He's like, I tried to warn you.
So he held it down. We got to the front. I think them distracting each other by fighting distracted him from peeing. So I'm like, damn, but we're not going to make it to a bathroom.
yeah, not
like,
from the Nike outlet.
So we're
You
in
gotta
San
go across
Ysidro.
some streets.
So I went across. I went around the back of all the
Yeah,
stores.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Found,
That's the
I
only
found
way
a green box, a tree, and a wall. I was like, this made a little boma, and I'm like, cool. Let's go, because I have more urgency than you, and you should be the one with the urgency if you got a bowel movement coming,
Look,
right?
you know what I thought about? We should like invent something for Amazon. Like a pocket pee device.
I'm pretty sure that exists.
Nah, but you gotta like
A pocket peer.
yeah, just
Anyway.
a pocket peer. You just go ahead and cap it off.
But
Shape
this
of a
was the
Gatorade
most
bottle.
frustrating part of the day to me, right? So whenever they see each other do something, all of a sudden the other one has to do it. So G's like, I gotta go now too, actually. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck. So he starts peeing, and it was so frustrating. We made it. You didn't pee on yourself. We made it to a wall. You're peeing. You pee, and somehow, while you're still going, you try to tuck your shit back in your underwear like you done. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, we gotta be at the park at 1:30. I told him, he's like, yeah, I'll bring pizza, all that. So I'm like, we gotta get shit done. And I see pee still coming out, and you tuck your shit back in. Now we gotta go home and change and do it. Like, what? You're okay walking around like this?
Yeah.
And then so I'm like,
Smell
gotta
like
be
old
kidding
syrup.
me, man. He gets out the way. G starts going. Oh, and the wall was hit. He was going for it. This is the longest pee I've ever seen. Like, this is a
Look,
grown man.
He tried to give you some time.
And the pee was, it got to its puddle and starts coming down to his shoe. He just lets it happen. I'm like, yo, move your foot. What are you doing?
He was amazed.
And then on the way out, just steps in it. I'm like, dude, we about to get in the car.
You know, Dad don't wash the car either, or shampoo. Shampoo extra.
So
50. Shampoo is $50.
G starts going. And then he do the same thing. I'm like, yo, is this how y'all really get down? Am I failing right now?
Yes.
There's still pee coming out, and you just tuck your shit back in. Like, what is going on?
There's some dad things that you got to get down. But this age group is rough.
Nah, I was so and I hadn't eaten all day, so I was highly irritated.
Could have went to what's the little pretzel dog place?
Nah, they fell asleep in the car on the way to the recycling. I did recycling. she was holding it down too. COVID, she hit all her peak. It's a women-owned business. She had a big-ass sticker on it. Didn't speak no English, had an ear pod in, was having 16 conversations at once.
It's just efficient.
Because she did the WAN, then she went around the corner into the big bulletproof screen.
And giving cooking instructions.
Gave you bread, and then just had one old dude that was lifting all the glass up. And then we went to the park, and the day was fine after that, at least at the park. While we was in line at the Nike outlet, do you know how many backpacks you've had in your life throughout your school journey?
No.
So I've only had 2. The whole time. I'm talking kindergarten through college.
For some reason, that makes a lot of sense to me. You even saying that, I was like,
so the first one was a Power Rangers backpack that my mom bought me.
Then straight into Jansport, huh?
It was a Jansport that my mom's boyfriend found in the gutter walking around the block. And I had that from 2nd grade all the way through college.
No rips, no tears?
It started off black and,
Ash gray.
Ashy.
Dang.
Ashy for a long time, too.
You washed it, huh?
No button.
You're the guy who washes a backpack.
But anyway, so there's like these tiny,
so you're not gonna tell me about you washing the backpack.
I mean, I had to wash it a couple times.
All right, there you go. Admit it.
In a 15-year journey.
First step is admit.
And then, so he sees a Nike backpack, and G's like, "Dad, I want a backpack." I was like, "You got a backpack." He's got a Lightning McQueen backpack, right?
Nah, he's growing now.
He been in school for this is my point.
That's that's a rite of passage though. He's
been in school for 5 months.
Yeah, man.
Talking about I need a new backpack.
He's growing though. It's a Nike backpack.
I feel you. Like, I want a Nike backpack. But at the same time,
that's kind of tough.
First of all, this backpack it's more like a Merce. Like, you ain't carrying all your school shit in this.
Oh no, he not carrying shit there. That shit's gonna be kicked around. Yo, all 150. But that's my point.
Like, damn, you've been in school 5 months. You need a new backpack already? Fucking Chula Vista.
Oh man, for me, man, shit been popping, man. I took Friday off. Was gonna go play golf. She tells me she was going into the office. I was like, all right, well, someone's got to watch our daughter. So it looks like that's me. Gets home. I finally get out there at 12. We're dog sitting for my mans right now. Dog throws up in the morning. I'm like, all right, didn't eat. She calls me, says he throws up again. I said, all right, enough's enough. 3,500 is not enough to come by, plus the mental strain of your dog being gone. So I go and leave the golf course and make a trek up to Rancho Penasquitas because that's where his dad lives. I sound old, Penasquitas. And yeah, man, it was nice. And a very nice dog treatment there. She got on the floor with him. I was sitting here thinking, like, man, all the dogs I've had in the hood, like, they come in, check him real quick, throw him in the back and dip. She on the floor saying, "Oh, you just gotten so big." And I was like, man, so this is what you're paying for at this point, right? Because I looked at that bill that my man had to pay, and he was like, man, thank God I got pet insurance. I was like, yeah, thank God you have on-hand cash before.
Pet insurance is crazy.
Yeah, well, shit, just the one doctor's visit to me was nuts.
Yeah, I know people that do, like, pet burial insurance.
Listen, if you're a PETA person and you, like, really appreciate animals like that, shout out to you, but you ain't shit. Right? And the reason why I'm going to say that is because, the way that these dogs be getting treated, it's Black History Month. So I'm showing my ass all month. Happy Black History Month to everybody out there, man. But here's the deal. These dogs, man, and these animals, they be getting so much care. Can you imagine if a white person that loves their dogs treated one black person like that? Just one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it'd be completely. Here we go again. It'd be a completely different outlook. Look, I'm not going to hit a monologue. We got a jam-packed episode. Jam-packed. So
I had a jam-packed weekend of yelling.
Yeah. Well, now you get to yell. All right, let's go. Get these claps on, baby.
That was for the Black History meme I threw in the chat. And
oh, okay. Don't do that. You're going to get blackballed, too.
Nah, that's fine.
Finish it. No more for these guys. There it is. Now you know my pain and my strife.
No, we don't need no soundboard. Well, we do, but
yes, we do.
Is kind of
This Week in Hip Hop. If you feel you can do better, don't sign up.
Oh yeah.
Don't. This Week in Hip Hop. What you got? Go ahead. Oh yeah.
I was probably gonna use it. I had two. I got another Three Boos, but if you want to talk about it now,
We're not calling it Three Boos. I'm just letting you know there's no way.
it's not more of a boo. It's more something that I did.
Who even boos like boo, boo, boo? Like, come on, man. Three boos. Anyway,
People boo all the time.
Not.
You ever been to a Charger
not
game?
In threes. Not in threes. It's usually one long one. Anyway, the long boo. You can go. That's too. You might have to get that out of here.
Hey, you might. Yeah, you might want to bleep that.
Don't
one.
worry, it's on there at least. Can't go back there. It's like, did he say? Yeah, he did.
What you got?
Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
So Schoolboy Q was actually in the Pebble Beach tournament, which is a pro-am. It's a pretty, big tournament in which celebrities that actually play golf and everything get to come out and play. So Bill Murray is one of them. Schoolboy Q, Macklemore was his playing partner. You'll get some Larry Fitzgeralds out there. Steph Curry. I know he loves to play golf. I know his brother plays golf too. Aaron Rodgers, Tony Romo. So it's a big deal.
Golfer guys.
But for me, right?
They wouldn't let you in.
No, they would. Schoolboy is the one I didn't know if they would do it. I mean, he's certified, I think he's a Hoover Crip. So for me to just, I think he's a Hoover Crip. He throws up a lot of H's. So I think that's his thing,
Shout out to Fig. Figure out his street.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
No,
your
I
son.
definitely bumped that shit when I was like, yo, this your shit right here.
Yeah,
Fig side.
he didn't care.
He do.
He didn't care.
Somebody came over yesterday, tried to denounce the Steelers, and G checked him. He was like, "Nah, that's the best team."
See, that's what I'm saying.
Ask you want to ask him. It might make you.
Worthy
it might make you smile because you like the baseball guy.
That's worthy of a Nike.
They
backpack.
watched the ESPN Bonds thing with me like months ago.
You just don't read the list, huh?
All right, no, yeah, I don't. When you said jam
You
packed,
just don't read the list. That's part of it.
Go ahead.
Hey, look, you want me to be better. I'm about to be better.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got a chance to watch Schoolboy's his post interview. Go ahead, pull it up real quick. It's in the chat, so we can play it and skim part to his point. Look, it is just hilarious, right? And look, it's over with, right? Black people, we are here. We are definitely playing golf, and Waves hip hop golf is here for sure. Like you get a guy like this in there, and he's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like watching him play, he's been playing for like the last 4 or 5 years. And I know for him, it's like, all right, well, I'm not going to go out there and embarrass myself until I get to, some point, in my game. But yeah, turn it up on the headphones.
Good and bad, but most importantly, super duper fun and I'm like, Holly, I appreciate this like a lot just to be
He don't want to get kicked out the club.
No, listen to it. He get crazy.
Turn
up a little
slapping
more.
hands with kids, you feel me? Watching the pro hit the ball, motivation. Seeing the pros hit bad shots also, it's motivation too. It's knowing that, sometimes I gotta relax a little bit on the court sometimes. I'm just enjoying it all in all. Like just waking up in the morning knowing I got another tee time already set, feeling like
Is that how
I'm a
you
pro
feel?
out here.
When you wake up?
Me talking to the Golf Channel right now. It's lit. How can I be mad at this? You know what I mean?
All right. And so you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, you not getting an interview like from these pros and like that. It's usually like Tiger Woods sounding, oh, it was a great day out there, blah, blah, blah. You got him out here. You feel me? You know what I mean? And it's
White people think lit means like drunk or some type of, you know what I mean? Like, they're probably like.
Based on what their kids say.
True.
You know what I mean? Like based on like how their kids use it in context. Look, man, Pushin' P, that Gunna song was only out for 2 days before it started being abused and used on TikTok by, white TikTok goers. It's great. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Golf Channel shit.
I know.
Like it's literally when Happy Gilmore, when they try to cancel the.
It's here though, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like 15 years from now, I can only imagine, and it's good for the sport because I tell you what. All the guys that I play with, they always be like, "Oh man, you hit the ball far," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's because I played other sports, just not this." You know what I mean? Like, no, but
golfers not hit the ball far.
No, this new generation, like they come from different backgrounds.
Happy Gilmore,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hit that
like,
shit as hard as I can.
Wasn't he a hockey player or some shit like that? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They come from other sports where you can actually build muscle mass. You know what I mean? And there's guys out here that can actually go after and get it. So yeah, man, shout out to that. We also have for this week in hip hop. Eminem is now in
there we go.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Didn't even read it. No, he's not. He got nominated. And so that was part of my 3 boos.
Explain it.
So, and the thing is, it should be like a retro.
Jay-Z's in the Rock and Roll.
Right. So this is why I had to think about it.
Okay.
And I had to retroactivate, like I didn't think about it until I saw Eminem, because I'm like, yo, what are they counting? Because it should be 25 years, and Slim Shady LP didn't come out till 99. So he had a couple years to go. And so I'm like, oh, dang, they're counting his independent release that only sold like 600 copies or whatever. Like, is that what we doing now?
He sold it.
You just really wanted to... No, but it wasn't... But that's what I'm saying.
You know how hard it is to sell, like...
That's what but I'm saying some people that get in, like, they're counting specific... Like, oh, like NWA had to wait till Straight Outta Compton, but they had something before that, and that didn't count. So it's like, all in all, Eminem deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Not right now. And I'm only saying that because, and I could have said the same thing about Hove last year once I really started thinking about it. Once I got past okay, they're counting this, I guess, 97, whatever. The people... When I thought about it last year, like LL Cool J had a good 10, 11 years on J. And they got in the same year for different reasons. And then people like Biggie, Pac, and, you know, Tribe is nominated this year too. And that's cool. And, you know, they had like at least 5 years on them. And I'm thinking of all the people before that aren't in that deserve to be there. Before Hove, before M.
Ring it off.
People like Rakim, Eric B, KRS-One, Slick Rick. What I'm saying is...
They have 25 years active?
Yes.
Well, last time a Slick Rick project came out.
Don't do that. Because you know what? We've gotten 2 Jay-Z albums in the past, like...
That's something. You can't give me 2 of any Slick Rick in the last 20 years.
That's not fair, man.
What do you... It's not fair what you're saying.
They came up in a certain way. You couldn't do all that.
You just came up
with
this.
They have catalog. That's what matters. There's a lot of these people that ain't...
So, dog, so then you're going back on what you just said, though.
What do you mean?
The prerequisite of what you just said. They have catalog versus, it hasn't been 25 years yet.
No. 25 years of your debut. Of course it's been 25 years since the debut. It's been 25 years since a lot of them have dropped anything. I
still want to know, like aside from like being pioneers of hip hop, which is important, I get that. What else has he done? These guys have done for rap or the culture in the last like 15, 20 years.
What does that have to do with getting... The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is just like... it's for what you did early on. It's not what you're doing right now.
So then
you did enough to get in. Okay, that's like saying on the baseball shit, what's Big Papi done in the past 10 years? That motherfucker been halfway retired.
But he has a long career of what he's been doing.
Okay.
And that's just the prerequisite of how the Hall of Fame is set up.
Everybody that ever made a hip hop song from the 80s needs to be in. I was talking about there's specific people, not even just the 80s. Snoop. Snoop should be in. Before Hove, before Eminem. Why are you thinking so hard? Are you serious right now?
Because they're not that big of artists, though. And I know you're the guy that doesn't. I know you're the guy that doesn't care about this so much.
Snoop is not a big enough artist to be in the.
He's not bigger than Jay-Z, is what I'm saying.
Yes, he is. He's bigger than Biggie. He's bigger than Pac.
He's bigger than Jay-Z. Yeah. It's a little bit of West
on
Coast
a worldwide
bias.
Scale.
There's a West Coast bias here that's so crazy right now. No, I just need you to be honest with yourself.
You got it.
This man is in the NFL right now.
You got it.
He's in the NFL. You know what I mean? How many black people have you seen at that magnitude be able to sit at board meetings with the NFL with Roger Goodell? That's a big deal, man.
That has nothing to do with music.
It's a very big deal.
Has nothing to do with music.
You just said worldwide, and he's well known.
I understand that, but what I'm saying
that,
is you specifically talked about that.
And I know that like Snoop hangs out with Martha Stewart and all them, and
he does a lot more than Hov does.
But he ain't no fucking Jay-Z. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He's not Jay-Z, but he's Snoop. Put some fucking respect on his name.
If Snoop was third, I'm fine with that. Like, don't throw me out here.
No.
If it was Jay-Z, Eminem, then Snoop, I'm with that.
No. Listen. I have Jay-Z as the greatest rapper of all time. I'm not saying that he don't belong there. I'm saying before.
You can't say that. You gotta get some people in. That's where I have a problem with. He could be third in that group, and that's still elite. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not talking about that.
I am.
I'm talking about people
because you're acting like I said,
I'm
Snoop
talking about
is
people.
Trash.
You just said
Snoop. He's done.
You just said Snoop's not a big enough artist for the Rock
in comparison to the two that we're talking about. Let me finish. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the other ones that are in the other hip hop artists.
You
that
gave me Rakim, Eric B.
No. I'm talking about the ones that are in the hall right now.
How many are in there right now?
Biggie, Pac, he's bigger than both of them,
and they're both dead. So I mean, look, you just got to put the battery in the back.
NWA as a group He's bigger than them. He's bigger than them.
All right.
For as long, they only had 2 albums, 1.5, 1 3/4.
Ice Cube,
Ice Cube's a big artist. He deserves to be there as a solo artist.
He's only like a
Snoop
portion
is
of
bigger than
NWA.
Q. Snoop is bigger than Q. Snoop is bigger than. He probably bigger than Dre. I just can't say it out of my life.
Snoop bigger than 50 now?
Yes.
Currently.
Snoop has never not been relevant since he's came out. He's had some rough patches musically.
50. He just has some bad alcohol sometimes, but he's running stars right now.
He's running stars right now, but I'm saying no. Snoop is bigger
That's
than 50.
That's premium television.
Snoop's
that the whole
bigger than
world
50, man.
As a matter of fact, you watch all that. You didn't watch Martha Stewart cooking shows.
No, but the same way you're talking about Hov in the NFL.
Look, I love the West
Snoop
Coast. I get it.
Cooking with Martha Stewart, while you might not see as an achievement when it comes to
That is a
rubbing
big
elbows
deal.
in the NFL,
I
that's
think it's a
fucking
big deal.
crazy.
Yeah, that's white television in the daytime. I'm with it. I get it. That's up there with the Schoolboy Q shit that I'm with. Yo, I am with all these cultural things that we are shifting into. Shit, we was just talking, or another pod that we listened to was talking about black people at horse races. I'm like, well, shit, I might need to go up to Del Mar then. Adele, go get your big hat.
Yeah, that's gambling purpose. If people want to gamble,
that's different, but not with animals. That ain't normally our forte.
Listen, I came here to give 3 boos to the Hall of Fame for just the way they're moving right now. But I'm definitely, I'm shifting all my negative energy on you right now.
Me
That's
too.
just fucking crazy.
You had him as a top 10 album last year, so it's like, yo, I feel bad for caping for M this hard. You had M up there for music to be murdered by.
I'm saying he needs to get in. It's not like baseball where you only have X amount of years before you just can't be in no more. You can be on the ballot,
which is
whenever.
A trash rule. We'll talk about it, which is a trash rule.
What I'm saying is because they don't have that rule, make him wait and put somebody else who needs to be in there before that. I can't speak on all the other genres and all the other people that are getting in.
Why doesn't M get to be in there as well?
I'm saying he does, but I'm saying you should probably put Eric B. and Rakim in first before him. Give them that slot.
Or Snoop. That shit's so crazy to me.
That's fucking crazy. Yes,
it.
Eminem is a bigger artist than Snoop.
The elite,
that's not what I'm talking about.
Company that you just said that's in there, which is Biggie, Pac, and Jay-Z. That seems like pioneers that they put into there. Like, I get what you're saying with Eric B and Rakim, but it's like, dog,
there is no Hove without Big Daddy Kane.
I want to know how many years
Big Daddy Kane need to be there. There is no Hove without that. There is no Eminem performed for LL Cool J last year because that's his idol, and LL just got there.
He's in now.
He's in exactly.
You can't be fair weather like that though.
No, I'm not being fair weather. The only reason Biggie Pac got in is because they died and they're held at a certain. So it's like, because they're now coming after. They want black appeal. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of
Fame, which I feel like that's a good debt to pay. Like, yo,
it's fine.
They're great. Fine. They're not here anymore. Like, let's honor our heroes.
So it's a big thing. Let's put NWA in. They're still here, but it's like LL should have got in before them. LL should have got in before Biggie and Pac. LL had Rick Rubin in like a rock. Like, there's certain sounds of it that come from where he needs to be there.
We can further this conversation. There's something about being visible, though.
No, see, Eminem's getting in.
No, but you're saying this as a purist, right? But there's something about being visible for people to see you and remember you by.
Okay. So
and Jay has been doing that.
Okay, why is Tribe being nominated then?
It's a nomination. Doesn't mean they're gonna get it.
Come on, dog.
It's a nomination.
Okay. Can we just put
who's in the halftime show?
Can we put them
who's
in the
halftime show?
Can we put them in the ballot?
No, let me ask you a question.
I'm not talking about Eminem right now. I'm talking about, you said being visible, and I said, why is Tribe being nominated?
Yo, we've been waiting for
why is
7 months for this halftime show next week.
Yes, I can't wait.
And that's visibility, and that's why he's on the ballot, bro. Sometimes it happens that way.
Nah, man.
I'm trying to tell you for what it is, dog.
Okay, so
Alex Rodriguez has been out here acting crazy lately. You don't think he doesn't know he's coming up for Cooperstown?
They put NWA in a ballot because they had their movie out, and they're like, "Oh, this is
was recent too. Right, it was recent. Nobody was out here doing all that shit.
Okay, so why is Tribe on the ballot?
I can't tell you why.
Exactly.
I couldn't tell you why. So we can't get everything else makes sense.
Eric B. and Rakim can't get on the ballot. They might not get voted in, but they can't get on the ballot.
Possibly. Right. You're doing the legwork right now. Hopefully, an exec sees this.
All 300 of y'all. Fuck,
that don't look like me.
No, that's the point. So you want to put it
that's
in
part of the
before
truth,
all the
dude.
other shit is like, okay, the other
But
ones
you're
are
appalled,
big, and
but
it's like, okay, yeah,
you can't
Eminem's
be
white
appalled by
that's
white
gonna be
axes.
No, I'm just mad. Like, come on, man. White people love Snoop too. That's the part that's crazy.
Yeah.
Snoop is probably the biggest one that I'm thinking of.
He will probably get. He will more than likely get in.
Now I
That's not even
understand that
probably.
it's new to them. Like, okay, we're more and more accepting a rap, and last year was a big deal.
Snoop came out what 92, 93?
93 himself, 92.
So
Count the Chronic.
2018, he probably would have just been 25 years in the game.
Yeah,
Okay. And when did Jay come out? Like 90.
he got in the very first year, the very first month he was eligible. Reasonable Doubt came out 25 years
Listen,
to the
you
day
gotta-
he's in.
got rub elbows, man. That's what I'm trying
I
to tell
feel
you. You know,
I feel like Snoop be rubbing a lot of those same elbows.
he had a murder rap. No, I was playing. That had nothing to do with. I'm playing.
Ho
It's a
stabbed
joke.
somebody.
I'm joking.
Boy, he wore a do-rag to the Grammys.
I'm joking. Oh yeah, look how offensive that is.
At that point in time,
relax.
They were highly upset. They still
Relax.
gave him like 25 in the
I
joint.
was joking, man.
Nah, man.
It's a terrible joke to tell you. His whole face
Exactly.
perked up.
So, hey, you talking about who's on the halftime show? You
Ash,
took
I
Rudy-
need you to leave every weekend. I never had him this charge. It was a
No,
great
because
time.
I'm using your own argument against you. Who's on the halftime show?
you-
Eminem?
no.
Who else is on the halftime
Visibility.
show? Snoop Dogg.
Jam packed.
Snoop is gonna have a bigger presence than him.
I agree with you, but
right,
I'm just
yeah.
telling you that visibility is a big deal. I'm not saying Snoop
All right,
doesn't look for all you
let's
guys because I
agree.
know they're gonna come back and like eat me for this.
I hope so.
Snoop deserves to be on there. The order does not matter because there's like about 10 solidified people that deserve to be in there at some point.
Dude, exactly. But what I'm saying is, when you get all these people, like, we're gonna use this point to transition to baseball
I
because
still have one more.
okay.
But hey, thank you for the initiative.
But what
I
I'm
like
saying
that.
is, like, when so much time has passed and all these other new people every year someone becomes eligible, it's like they just get put on the back burner and they never get in.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you're gonna wait till they pass or some shit like that to throw them on there.
Well, you know,
I
maybe,
guarantee you, what's this, 97? Next year they're gonna put DMX in there.
that's tough. I don't know about that one.
All
I
right,
don't know.
you heard it here first.
All right, that's a hot take. Very hot, steaming, fire.
They definitely gonna try to. No, they trying to put visibility on the hall itself. The same reason why they put Pac and Biggie in there, they gonna throw X on there next year.
I'm gonna give a shout out real quick because we don't have to get super long winded into this. But the Detroit Free Press reports that Sean Forbes, 40, will get a chance of a lifetime next weekend as he is set to take on the stage at SoFi Stadium with Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. And what makes the first Super Bowl halftime show feature ASL interpreters? Forbes and fellow deaf rapper Warren
fucking
Wawa Snipe, 50, will
Trying to-
perform sign language interpretations of the headliner's music.
Damn. Now I'm not gonna focus on anything but him.
Oh yeah, he gonna
That
be
shit gonna be.
like that Waka Flocka clip back
Oh,
like 10 years
damn.
ago, and she was in there just killing it.
Right.
I thought it was dope. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's
To bring-
very dope.
to
But now
bring-
I can't focus on anything. I'm gonna have to run it back because
Now
I'm
you gotta-
not
gotta-
gonna focus on nothing but him. Damn, that shit gonna be fire.
I want to do the signs, like what it's gonna look like,
Yeah, no,
but I
don't
feel
do
like
that.
yeah. I think
They
that's
didn't cancel Trump for it, but you're not on his level.
like, yeah, but they be signing hard. He's
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know, a
they
lot
like-
of it's gonna be aggressive,
Yeah,
and
I just want to know where they're gonna put him at. Center stage is a lot.
they gonna have a light. It's gonna be all black around him, just a big.
Just the
It's not gonna be center. He gonna be on the side, but it's gonna be like his own little tiny stage.
just doing his thing.
And then like
He gonna have a mic too.
damn,
What, man?
you better mark that.
I'm serious. I
That's
know
crazy.
you never heard somebody sign. The sounds be hitting, dog. If he can sign on beat, oh man, it's gonna be crazy.
Get a lot of
I'm
Drake
all
hands.
for it. Yo, I'm an equal opportunity employer over here, man.
Yeah.
I am all for it. And so it's finally cool to have like all representation of people from different walks of life. Listen, when we tell a joke, we tell a joke, man. It's nothing serious. I got nothing against anybody at all. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, gay, straight, trans, whatever the case may be. Right? I have nothing against it. But y'all gonna get these jokes too. Just like we tell jokes amongst each other. I got my man on his rhythm the other day with the Macarena. So that's just how it's going to be. He can't tell no black jokes, though, all month long.
I don't think I tell a lot of black jokes anyway.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, let me not throw you out there like that. Hit my hand clap, man. Random shit to fill in time. Next weekend is Valentine's Day. Lex, you got Valentine's Day already panned out? Or you can't see that far.
We doing the
Need to see the statement first.
we doing the Anthony Hamilton Music Soul Child verses
At the house.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna get it all set up and everything?
I don't know. I'm honestly just thinking about that shit right now. Is that the same weekend as President's Day?
I think that's next weekend. I don't have my watch on me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. How the kids like. Maybe I should have to make some shit before she get home.
What's some good gift ideas that you can give out there for the single fellas with no kids?
Ooh, damn, I should have.
Single meaning not married.
I should have read the list this week.
All right, I'll take it on.
I'm about to sound super trash right now.
Yeah, he didn't adjust that pillow 3 times now after that one. All right, so first one is personalized puzzles, jewelry, pillows, or phone cases.
Personalized puzzle. That sound interesting.
Yeah,
like an old flick of y'all, and y'all put it together. Oh.
Yeah, back in your MySpace days when you used to wear double shirts to match your hat. You know, something like that.
Hey,
yeah, I know. Yeah, then I don't need that on shit you wasn't outside for. We can leave that. We can leave that shit outside. That was the thing.
I was the two-tone god.
Maybe it was the San Diego thing because I don't remember everyone else do it, but people definitely like had on the colors of they hat match underneath their shirt. But yeah, so like I don't know about the phone case idea. That's a little like too extreme.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I think that like personalized jewelry will be dope. A personalized puzzle would be nice. I don't know. Like, I'm not a puzzle person. I've met people that are. But that would be cool. Now, with only a week left, I don't know how much time you guys have to do something like that. But yeah. Another thing is probably planning a vacation trip. Like, just say, hey, look, we ain't going this weekend. But here's here's a flight schedule for us to go out and do something or whatever in the near future, because then you're able to work towards that. Especially being in the house right now with COVID and everything kicking off and whatnot, and people wanting to be inside. Maybe if you could start planning trips for the warmer months when the cases will go down, less germs and people acting nicky. Then yeah,
I think puzzles became they got like a new resurgence when COVID hit, because people were just inside, out of work, looking for shit to do. They already ran through the Netflix queue, and they're just like, let's do a board games, puzzle, shit like that.
Yeah,
this shit gotta be picked up right now.
I try to tell you, but they having fun though. Not even running around, so I'm not even mad at it.
Yep.
So, all right. Next thing that we have is dress up dinner, right?
A dress up.
It's pretty good to say dress up. I'm the guy. Look. What I wear right now, I wear that out in public. Like I don't wear jeans. You know what I mean? I just don't like wearing jeans now. I wear slacks all the time now. So it's like jeans ain't for me.
Do you think the tailor gonna charge you extra for the tux?
See, I knew you was waiting. I could see your mind just churling. Hit the crickets.
Nah, man.
I know it's cool.
I want to see the tailor bill. Let me see your tailor bill when it comes.
There you go. Resurgence. He's back, man. Yeah, look. They all
That's what
can't
I was
be.
saying.
It was a ball the way you delivered it the first time. Second one was a strike, though. I like that. Other things to get is a custom scented candle. Okay, so if you get a custom scented candle,
you mean like on some Erykah Badu snatch shit?
I don't know where you even get a custom scented candle. Probably order on Bath and Body Works online or something like that.
She said it smelled like my snatch, and that shit sold out.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
it was on back order.
I don't think she wants something smelled of my bodily.
Right. So what does she want?
Why you go straight to my feet? What's up with you, man? Relax.
I'm saying
my feet smell great today.
Maybe you should, this is what my charger hat smell like. So anytime
this will smell good. It don't get a lot of use.
Anytime we catch an L, you just burn that joint, and then
it was only worn 9 times for 9 victories this year. That's it. Not a lot of use. Last thing, a photo book. Now, in the digital age, maybe you could put together a digital photo book, because I know that like women may be like, oh, you made a photo book and we posted it on
like
here.
Shutterfly. There's like some Shark Tank shit.
Yeah, you can put some shit together. So I think like, these would be some good Valentine's ideas. I am not the festive Valentine's Day guy, though. I don't think, newsflash, I don't think that was a big deal, for me to say that.
It's like your anniversary. It's another one of those things that is for the girl, but technically it's supposed to be for men, too. We just don't get nothing from it.
I think that the only women that care about Valentine's Day are, women with kids and women under 25. Crazy stat to, get off right now, but I just didn't see it as a big deal like that. Hey, we need to go out on Valentine's Day or whatever. And like under 25, all the girls that I was messing around with or whatever, it was a big deal for them to know.
It's a big Olive Garden day. Hey, hey, waiting.
I haven't been to Olive Garden forever, dog.
Since he was under 25 at Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, you thought that was fire too. See, it's these chain restaurants that we used to go to all the time thinking that it was cool, and they hit you with the $70 wine. Oh, you could take it home. Like
Applebee's. Oh, y'all don't do the 2 for $20 no more?
The Applebee's. My man said he
it's
went out.
2 for $35 now? God dang.
My man said he went out to a steakhouse somewhere downtown and something
went
happened.
out back.
No, it was nice. And he said he went for his girl's birthday. And one of the ladies there, Caucasian American, of course, didn't like the way her food was presented. So what they did was they fixed her food, but put all the other sides that she had on her other plate onto that plate. So aesthetically, it didn't look right. So she was pissed off. You know what I mean? And he was sitting there like, I probably still would have ate it. You know what I mean? Like that's food costs. Like to me, like long as it tastes good, the presentation ain't got to be there. But for her, she may have want to document her night. And it's like, fam, if I serve
That's
you,
what it was.
Yeah, she just wanted to document it. And then complain and proceed to get a free bottle on the House of Wine. And she said, oh, this is how service should be. I was like, okay, all right. It's a little different, but yeah. What have you done in the past for Valentine's Day? Since I've been trash, I've literally given somebody
talk about this next week.
I've literally because it's not Valentine's Day. Like
could we be dropping the day after?
The day after. I've definitely handed somebody $20 before I said
that's fire. Throw that in the tank, babe.
Sorry, my day's been jam packed.
Jam packed this into the gas
My day's
tank.
jam packed. Oh man.
Let me see. Do I have anything interesting? I've probably been trashed my whole life. But let me see.
COVID's provided me a good security blanket. we go plan something. We go plan
I
something
would call
nice
her
and
and ask
easy.
if I ever done that something fire, and she'll be like, no, and hang up. She ain't no reason she ain't here this long.
Oh man,
unless she at the airport or some shit. Layover.
You don't know what day she coming back.
I'm saying like I don't know what time she at the airport. Damn, I was hoping I had a funny story with one of these birds in the past. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't got nothing memorable.
Listen, man. R&B music is coming back soon. All right, we gonna get this man back to his smooth side. He's like, I don't even know.
I started with Human Nature.
I need you. That's the Valentine's bag.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know this was gonna be Valentine's Day episode.
You play Human. It's not. It's about it's one segment.
I thought it was jam packed with other shit.
This is jam packed. This is we're giving good gift ideas. Well, I am. I don't know. I don't know where you at. Oh man,
good gifts and good Valentine's Day gift is different.
What is a good Valentine's Day for you then?
Can't talk about it on air.
Oh,
I don't.
man.
I can do the whole consumerism, fake ass holidays. I can do one of those.
You're not on that.
It's against my religion.
Okay, all right, that's cool, man.
Or I can let me get the cliche off. I treat my woman like it's Valentine's Day every day. She stay laced with flowers
in the yard.
No, I every time, like once every 3 to 5 weeks. You got to freshen up the flowers in the vase on the counter.
Oh, okay. So you bring those.
Come
in?
home. If the kids go with me to Costco, wherever we at, they pretend like they got it. So I let them hold it on the way in.
Listen, I would need a TLC show of like what y'all would do on vacation. She don't like water sports.
No, we both. I can do jet skis and shit, but we like to look at the water, be next to the water, but we ain't touching the water.
Yeah, you got to be able to get in there though. You
don't got to be able to get in shit.
I posed that question to her. I say, yo, so how y'all gonna do the
Oh yeah, y'all got some water shit to do.
They going to Mexico, I guess, or some shit like that. So I
gotta look out for that.
Something like that.
Another daddy daycare weekend.
Yeah, man. Hey, but how mad would you be if she's on the jet ski?
I wouldn't be mad at all.
Okay.
As long as she's alone on the jet ski. Not jam-packed with someone else. Or y'all jam-packed the hoes together. She ain't getting on one. Yeah, that's fine.
Shit, this man would be at whatever the international airport is
Ricardo,
in TJ.
Ricardo who's helping y'all out with the bottle
Scanning
service.
his passport, man. That shit is crazy. He ain't even pack nothing. I was thinking about that. We was thinking about Dennis Simmons the other night. And remember how the robber dude, he had the little red bandana on the string, and he was like, going off. And I was like, what did they put in the bandana that fits? Like one Hanes shirt, a toothbrush, and that's it, bro. Because you can't fit no clothes at the end of a stick.
Sometimes the bandana is the shirt, right?
Oh man,
Some
depending on
skinny
your
girls
size.
trying to get that off.
Oh man,
Unless you got the 2X bandana.
did you put here? He's been poor for too long by Pusha T.
Yeah, that was to remind me of a conversation we had on the phone.
Who?
Me and you. When I said hold it, and I think we were talking about how we spend money. It's just a random bar from a Clip song. And it wasn't even a bar. He was talking, but he was talking about it's too jam packed for this. We're just gonna hold that. Don't worry.
You don't need that.
It's too jam packed, and you were just trying to get shit off you didn't even know was in there.
No, I thought that was important. It was at the top of the list.
Just because that's where I put everything.
Oh, okay.
So I know that it's new.
No, yeah, we can leave it then. Jam packed. All right, shows to watch. Okay. So I got a new one. It's not new to me, but it may be new to some of you guys. I tested it on my mother. She got through 9 episodes, so I know that she liked it enough. Previously, Snowpiercer. So Snowpiercer
That is a mom show, isn't it? It sounds like some shit my mom isn't on TNT.
No. It's on shit. What is it? I think it comes on USA or something like
Right.
that.
Same shit. Some shit.
USA is a mom show.
My mom watches shit that's on USA and TNT.
What's wrong with me? I need to get better. Snowpiercer is about, this actually might get into your bag a little bit. So Snowpiercer is this train that has an infinite engine and it continues to roll on the
already
track.
stupid.
No, because global warming impacted the world.
Yeah.
And so what happened was
I know what they show. Yeah.
So they were trying to
This is where they live now.
Right.
This is
they live on the train and it has its own ecosystem. It's crazy. Mr. Wilford is
sounds like a USA show.
It's pretty dope. Don't let him get you off like that.
Manifest.
For Life, I think, is like ABC or something like that.
Yeah, that's a real story though.
All right.
That's a real story. And ABC different.
Some of that's kind of fictitious.
ABC different.
The last
That's
season
Mickey
they
Mouse
started
right there.
doing mask riots and stuff. I was like, yeah, they're not actively documenting this
That's
guy's
a Mickey
life
Mouse
right now.
paycheck for ABC. USA, they still do wrestling. I watched Temptation Island on USA.
The only reason why I knew it was on there is because it's on YouTube TV. Like I don't watch traditional cable like how it comes on. Like, I can't personally make it through commercials. Anyway, Snowpiercer. Scientists in the world during this time, they were trying to cool the world off. So they injected like some stuff into the atmosphere that would hurt Alex's heart if he had been alive at that time, to see them destroy the Earth like that. And so what happened was they caused a massive ice age.
Permafrost. It's letting off all the methane in there. We about to die soon.
He done geeked out now. And so the world freezes over. There's this gentleman by the name of Mr. Wilford. He makes this big train that's like 1,000 cars long. It has its own first class. It has food and everything. They can grow plant life and stuff like that on there. It's a train full of needs. And then they had the bottom class. Some other stuff happens or whatever.
Gotta have the bottom class.
Yeah, they had a bottom class and there's revolts and stuff like that. Shit crazy on the train.
It's not the happy Irish people in Titanic.
Nah.
Just dancing around.
Completely different. But yeah, the show is called Snowpiercer. Check it out if you guys are interested into it.
Give it the old you wasn't outside bump.
Yeah, I liked it. I
watch the
still
ratings
watch
jump.
it. I watch it every Monday. You know what I mean? The Flash was
And
cool
you
until oh yeah, very current. Watch it at the
G
gym.
shit. G watches the Flash every other day.
Yeah,
Because that's the only show that comes in on his tablet.
It's getting watered down though. Can't do it. It's like season 6. They do
Oh,
it.
is that why he hasn't ran out of shows?
Yeah, they keep going. I mean, they keep giving me new cast members. I'm like, bro, I know what you're doing. He put in his 2 weeks last season. He's giving you a few more episodes left, and y'all got these guys out here. What do you got? South Park.
South Park. We back. So it's gotten to that point where they at that like we come out when we feel like it. I've been watching South Park since '97. That's the crazy part. And I didn't belong watching South Park in 1997.
Yeah,
my mom was upset. You know, but in '97, just like because they watch like that or Family Guy with me now.
Yeah,
and they just look at it's a cartoon. Oh, there's a talking dog. Oh, it's cartoon, so it like attracts children.
Right.
But they talking about real ass shit.
You said Family Guy, right?
And South Park.
Yeah.
Just Family Guy.
Yeah, my kids watch Family Guy.
I'm so
with
behind on Family Guy that there's always an episode to watch when
I allow my
mom's
kids
in
to
the
watch
shower or
stuff like
some
that
shit.
because they need to be exposed to worldly things.
And they're not really paying attention to the gist of what's really happening.
Yeah, they're
and
just
Family
looking at
Guy's more ridiculous. Like South Park, there's adults that don't understand South Park.
And I know that with Family Guy, like some of those words were going to be over their head, though.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying. They don't understand the gist of some of the adult stuff that they're talking
Now
about.
it's when they bring the gun in, start shooting shit and everything. It's like, all right, but
yeah. But South Park is like I said, there's a lot of adults that don't understand the underlying thing of what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It exposes you to
you have to be really
things.
intelligent to watch South Park.
Fuck, man, you got me in my bag about something. I couldn't think about what it was now, man. I was going to put it together. We was talking about South Park, TV shows, Family Guy. Where was my brain going with this, man?
Simpsons?
No, that's not it, man. I lost it, bro. Oh, that was a great point.
Anyway, they just started season 20, whatever. It just came back too, and that's the only reason I had something to contribute this week because I'm so stuck in where I'm at now.
Bro, you can think of past shows. You know that, right? Like this show that I brought
Well,
up right now.
then I'll have one every week now.
Look, if you start coming to work meetings, we can like really like get you right. You know what I mean?
Well, I had one. I was
What?
prepared. I had said South Park.
No, I asked you this morning.
You did, but I'm saying like I had one to give you.
Oh, okay,
that I was watching.
Let me not take that away from you. Very important, man. Very important.
That was it.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. It's not nothing new.
No big deep dive.
If you're a South Park person, then you probably already watching it.
All right.
Let y'all know it's back. Oh, you need some applause?
Hey, this time I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Read him and weep. I'm in a new relationship with a man I've known for 30 years. We had our own lives, married others, had kids, and then split with our spouses. After all the time, we have finally gotten together and discovered we were made for each other.
What you be reading, man? I feel like we've done a version of this like 10 times.
Gets better.
Go ahead.
Neither of us has experienced the intense kind of love before. My problem is that although
Blowing that back out.
See?
Go ahead, my bad.
See, it's different. You ain't even had to say that like that earlier. Here we go. Let me warm up.
That's
my
what
problem,
she said.
Jam-packed. My problem is that although he tells me that he loves me and cannot see his life without me, he never compliments me. Whether I'm dressed or just putting makeup and looking special, I compliment him all the time. I have low self-esteem and insecurities. It shows, huh?
She's throwing love language.
Due to previous abusive relationships. It's not like I want to hear it constantly.
Oh, she's broken.
But it would be nice to hear it at least once in a blue moon. Also, there are times I don't think he finds me sexy or attractive. How can I express this without embarrassing us both? Now, I think in the spirit of Valentine's Day,
How old are these
that's why I
people?
bring it enough to have grown ass kids. It said 30 years passed by, so at least 50,
Not necessarily. If y'all grew up together, they could be our age.
45. They have their own
Either they
kids
old enough.
and divorced it. Yeah. Well, you get mad at me? You asked the question.
No, I'm saying
They
no
old
because you
enough.
said they got to be 50.
Oh,
'cause they
you,
know it's at 30 years.
you have a deeper point. That's why you're saying they old enough for.
No, her question.
Okay.
I feel like no, I understand. Sometimes it's you don't want to make your spouse uncomfortable or someone you love if it's a touchy subject. But I feel like if you're that deep into it, then like the love language conversation is something that you either should know if you know them that well, or you've had the conversation about.
Right. It also is different for different people, right? Like her gripe with me before is like, oh, you didn't like this photo. I'm like, all right, bro, I don't like a bunch of photos, but let me like one time like something that she was
How
like,
many you think you're gonna like a lot of Mexico photos?
no, she can do it. Like, look, she go out there, have fun. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Like I've seen her on a boat twerking one time. I was like, oh, never seen this side of you. It's all right, but you're fun. It's fun, and you're at
Lot of
you're at the
micheladas.
water. Yeah, man. That group was a little wild that day. Came home, was like, all right, 22 again.
There you go.
Dialing it back. Nah, it's cool, man.
Fell asleep though, so you're not 22.
Listen, as many times as I came home, like under the influence, wasted. Look, she can get her chance in right, all day long. I'm okay with that. Equal opportunity employer. Look, man, I don't know. I am just now starting to see other men be affectionate with their partners. I think that for a long time, at least like in my 20s, you know what I mean? In the era that we just left out of, like public displays of affection and stuff like that wasn't a big deal. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, oh, I have somebody, they with me, we walk and we may hold hands at the mall or something.
But that just might be how
they.
they get down though. Some people just don't like PDA.
One person usually doesn't like PDA, which is why we have this person reaching out who would, yearn for it, or feeling attractive or sexy and stuff like that. As a man, I was sitting here thinking about it. I was like, yo, what would get me, we always talk from the women's side, but as a man, like what would make me feel great? Like
You don't need PDA to.
not PDA, but just
But,
like,
yeah.
she wants to feel like she's wanted
but
at this point.
But that sounds like a love. So what's your love language?
Mine?
Yeah.
What are the categories?
Words of affirmation,
I don't need that.
physical touch,
I need that, but it just depends on like I need that.
Though.
I need that. Yeah,
gifts, acts of service.
You
You're probably acts of service.
What kind of service
like
we talking
anything.
about?
Like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna watch the kids today. You go golf. Hey,
for me, yeah.
I know you had a hard day at work. I went out and made sure I got you your favorite food or whatever, or just ran. Hey, you know what? I know you had a long night.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
big.
left some shit out.
Yeah,
I cleaned it up for you.
That's big.
Acts of service.
Yeah,
you look
big.
like an acts of service.
Don't do that.
What are you talking about?
You saying I look like a mechanic?
No, I'm talking about what you like.
Don't put me in the
you
service
like acts
industry.
Of service.
Don't put me in the service industry.
Service could be anything.
I know, Miss Daisy. Keep getting out play.
So what's her love language? I should save this.
Say it again. What were the other ones?
Words of affirmation, physical touch, gifts, acts of service.
Gifts is her thing.
Motherfucking
acts of service, not really her thing because she doesn't really take the initiative of going out places.
No, it doesn't have to be going out.
But you said like acts of service, like
I'm giving you examples.
You know what? Like
you could go right now. You say, hey, you know what? Let me hit pause. You say, hey, I noticed your cup was low. Let me go refill your coffee real quick.
She do the and then like keep going about her day.
Never.
Keep going. I
don't. There's a fifth one I'm not remembering.
But hers is definitely so ring them off.
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. Not too.
That sounds like this person, the Freedom and Wheat person.
Yeah,
that's what they need. I need you to tell me I'm sexy. I need you to show it. Whether you're showing it, double tapping on my shit, or telling the whole world whenever you can on your podcast.
Oh, she needs that too. Then
a lot of women need words. I mean, everybody like words of affirmation. Everybody appreciates it. But some people, that's like, I do not feel loved unless this is happening. That's what makes it your actual love language. Like obviously, I can be like, hey man, good job at this. You did great at that. And it's like, everybody wants to hear that, a pat on the back. But people where that's their love language, they do not feel love.
Where's your pat on the back? Like, is it like, good spit? Like, hey, way to cut that corner.
We can't talk about it on air.
What?
I'm a simple guy.
Nah, there's something else. I feel like if she took care of something, like for you, it might be acts of service too.
We can't talk about the type of acts.
Yeah, but or the service. Like I don't.
What I'm talking about, man. No,
jam packed.
No, I had an idea for an episode that
like what if she balanced the? See, now that would be hard for you, right? Even when I said the word balance, your eyes lit up. Like, what if she balanced the checkbook 1 month for y'all? Like, made sure everything was straight and get. I mean,
I'm still looking.
She gave you a presentation.
I'm a caveman.
With like a projector.
I'm a caveman.
It was like, look, this is where we can improve our spending.
She does a lot of stuff.
You might be under the table, just like right here. We can improve.
I'm mad because I looked at you.
I know I couldn't say it. I gave you an act of service right there. But there's something there.
Let's get back to the point. So her shit is. It sounds like they haven't had this talk, or they don't know each other as well as they think so, or they just need to. Every relationship, sometimes people get complacent. You need to recalibrate. You either need to go through a big fight, or you need to like sit down and like, hey, you know what?
That's toxic.
Before it gets to the big fight, right? Toxic. Before it gets to the big fight, like, hey, you know what? We got stuck in this routine, and we really should probably be doing this. For me as an individual, I'm not feeling great because of this. And then you probably not feeling some shit that I'm doing right now. Or you need something more from me or me to do something different.
I can only speak about my own personal experiences. But when stuff like that happens, I'm usually the one to bring it up. Which is fine.
No, yeah, there's usually that person in the relationship that has to be the one that did that.
Yeah, because we would go like a month without doing something. And I usually have to like, yo, look.
Hey,
like let's go out to eat or something. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
yeah,
let's go do something or whatever. Like let's go out, especially in the wintertime right now. And COVID is tough.
And we both have the same age kids where you just get caught boggled down in that day to day grind where you just a lot of time passes and you're like, yo, it's just there's not enough hours in the day right now. And so you just got to recalibrate. Sundays
are usually that day. Like it's getting warmer now. I might actually take the kids out to the park or something after this. You know what I mean? So who knows what I'll do? So,
but yeah, it sounds like she just be like, you know what? you do a lot of great shit. I've never felt no love like this before. I love you, blah, blah, blah.
That's where it don't make sense to me, though.
No, but that's...
Because they wasn't together for like these 30 years. She met someone else, and something about him in the beginning initially told you like, hey, you know what? I've never felt this type of love before, so he's doing something
she
right.
was in it.
Or you were missing something.
She was in a real toxic relationship that was, that she said was abusive.
So she wasn't getting anything at all. She went straight bare minimum.
So her floor, that could be a thing. Her floor was either this dude was verbally or physically abusing her, maybe calling her ugly or hitting her to where she felt ugly. Like she felt ugly. She felt a way where it's like, you know what? He wouldn't be abusing me if I wasn't a terrible person or I wasn't ugly. So that's what she walks around with. It's a lot of trauma that's not this other guy's fault. But now he's here and he's going to be her partner that has to go through it with her and deal with it. And one of the things she needs from him is to feel sexy. Either by showing it in whatever way or telling her consistently. And he's not doing that. And it sounds, honestly, I mean, whatever you get your shit from, Dear Abby or some shit, it sounds like it's not a simple conversation, but a relatively like, oh, we could have did this a long time ago type of conversation. And it could have saved her a lot of grief. And maybe she's not the you in the relationship that does all the bringing up for the recalibration. She's just like, nah, I'm gonna let it ride. If he wants to sit down and bring up, then that's when it happens. Or he's the one that takes the initiative when it comes to that shit. She just lets it ride until.
Is taking initiative a male quality?
No.
It could be anybody. How many?
She's the one. I'm maybe it depends. I'm Irish, so I'll be sad and upset for months. And then when we have the fight and bring it up, I let it all out, and then we recalibrated.
I was waiting on this day. I'm sitting up here pulling the scroll out. I'm waiting on this day.
It's definitely a very toxic thing about me that I need to work on. Like I need to work on like right now, like today.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because it still happens.
But you'd even do that with like not even just in your relationship. You do that with your friends too. For real. Like I always had to come out here and be like, hey man, you good, Lex? Let me make sure everything's all right.
No, but I'm talking about when it has something to do like you're saying that it's like
no,
in
I'm
general,
just saying like in relationships,
not something between me and you. If it was between me and you,
I don't think you would tell me.
It's different. I'm not fucking you.
I hope not. I hope not.
Unless you're trying to get this jam packed.
No, no. I am not in cell block 8. But I mean, the initiative portion of it. The reason why I say that is because she could take the initiative. Instead of asking a third party, she could have had this conversation with this person and let them know, like, these are the things that I specifically
that's what I'm
need.
saying, relating to her in that way. It's a toxic trait that her and me, that's how I was relating to her, like, hey, you know what, this happens because I currently today need to work on this trait where, and that might be a man, not sometimes like it's a man thing I attribute to being Irish, but just more like nah, I'll write it out. It's whatever. I'll make the best out of the situation I got now.
We really caper for what it is, but I think it also has to do with, given how strong of a personality your mother is, right? It's the best way I could say this. It makes sense on why you're more observant in things. Not to get clinical, but I'm just saying, because I'm sure there have been times where I've sat down to talk to your mom and like she'll go on as long as you let her to keep going off or without any participation.
Repeats it a few.
So it's so it's like for you, like, it's like, look, I'll just sit here and listen.
That's why I don't play jump rope.
Pre-programmed.
I don't know what I just sit there and watch it. I don't know when to jump in. There ain't no opportunities.
So, all right, man, we get way too deep into that one. So we were bringing up mom and all this other stuff, man. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Look, man, we only got time for one more of these, and I really wanted to get these shit you wasn't outside out, but I feel like I can get more and more on the list. So we're going to go ahead and get to these current events. The ex-Giant did not make it to Cooperstown in his final year of eligibility through the Baseball Writers Association of America ballot because of some combination of grandstanding, okay, there we go, vindictiveness over his famously surly behavior in the clubhouse. So for those of you guys who don't know, even though like we're talking about Barry Bonds right now, Barry Bonds was an asshole, right? I remember him to be that way. Now, here's the thing. The media, kids and stuff like that, they could be callous. I mean, it can make you callous. I get it. And also with the steroid allegations and half the shit, if you ever been to a Giants game when Barry Bonds played, which I was fortunate enough to be there, like the people would say some really rude shit to him. You know what I mean? So if he's mean and surly or was an a-hole or whatever, probably got good reason if, you know, everybody welcomes him talking shit all the time, which to me was part of baseball's golden era, right? Like when you had Bonds, you had guys like Randy Johnson, you had Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Roger Clemens, Mariano Rivera, that whole that Derek Jeter, like that whole era of baseball was probably, like, in hindsight now, the best era of baseball, right? So in baseball, you have 10 years to make it into the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds, I think in his last year, I think you have to accrue like 75% of the votes. I think he got like 66%. His first year was like 30 or 40%. And in baseball, you only get 10 years to do it. Now, Barry Bonds isn't the only one to not make it in the Baseball Hall of Fame, but be a beast-ass baseball player. Pete Rose is another one that never made it in. I believe Roger Clemens is another one I think that wasn't able to get in. Baseball has this swirling thing of
it's all going to start happening in this era.
In this era,
all those play Pete Rose for a different reason.
Yeah, gambling.
And now, but there's going to be so many more people from that era that are about that their eligibility is going to be happening right now.
Right.
That is going to be happening more.
And the biggest problem that people have with the whole Barry Bonds thing is that it's never been proven that he's done steroids. There's a bunch of allegations. They had the federal government, come in and step in and try to investigate baseball and stuff like that. But it's never been proven. And then that doesn't even go to say about the guys that are in the Hall of Fame now, since testing measures have improved. You can't tell me that in the 50s and the 60s and 70s that people weren't taking any type of illegal substances at any point in time and they didn't make it in. Cycling is a great example of this, right? In cycling, you have to have extreme endurance, attentiveness, being awake and stuff like that. So we can argue about what's my man Lance Armstrong. But like in the 30s and the 40s, cyclists, when they used to do the Tour de France, they used to take amphetamines to stay up.
Yeah.
And a lot of those guys, went on to become like great cyclists. These were normal practices.
Yeah.
And honestly, baseball is more fun with home runs. And motherfuckers been cheating this whole time. They just changed the law. Not the law. They just changed the rule in baseball that they're not able to use this sticky substance. But for like 5 to 10 years, you've been allowing these players, because they said that it puts more RPMs on the ball. More spin means that the ball moves a little bit more, right? So that's what that means, right? And so if you allowed it to happen, there's an asterisk there. You look at football. You brought it up last week. There's 17 games now in the season versus 16. Now these new stats are going to reflect 17 games. Look, let Barry Bonds in. Like you're punishing one man, right, for allegations. Now, if you prove it to be true, look, we got Bill Cosby the fuck out of here. We got R. Kelly the fuck out of here. We will turn on these people. Two different things, right? I get it. It was super wild, but I'm just saying.
No, well,
because like we know when our black heroes and stuff like that mess up, and that's what I'm saying. We recognize those things. I'm gonna bring up the Bill Cosby doc next week. I watched a few episodes of it already.
Oh, is there more than one?
It's only one?
Is there more than one episode of that?
I don't remember. I only got through half and cut off.
I thought it was like a one shot.
What got me was it was one of his sons. I was
anyway,
like, oh. Anyway. Yeah, see, keep
context.
Going.
Anyway, so I'm not the baseball guy. I really don't care about it. So I don't have a chance to be like a purist. I'm assuming those are the main people that have an issue with that. And like you said, the only time I ever paid attention to baseball was during that era.
Yeah.
And I wasn't watching games like that, but during the home run race, whenever they would cut everything off, like, oh, let me get back to it when he come up. Or, when SportsCenter, when I was watching SportsCenter, I actually watched the baseball highlights to see, where they was at during the race and everything. It was a good time. And I'm of the logic that steroids is enhancing. But unlike cycling, it doesn't help you hit a baseball. It helps you how far you hit it.
It helps with recovery time too.
And that's big too. But actual hand-eye coordination, hitting a baseball is very difficult.
Well, here's the thing. You don't remember Barry Bonds in the early 90s though, huh?
He was Hall of Fame before
That's what I'm saying. Barry Bonds, before you got up to 225, weighed 170
Stealing
pounds.
base. No, it was obvious.
Yo, and he could dunk.
But that's the
like,
thing.
He could do all kind of shit.
They let Poppy in, and yeah, they didn't prove he got in, so it's like more power to him. He deserves to be there. I'm not mad at him. But you were talking about, you're not letting one man in. No, there's a few people they haven't let in.
Yeah.
They didn't let Clemens in. That was this year too, right? Yeah, so we're focusing on Barry Bonds because you know, you're like, oh, he's one of ours, and because he was the best at all of them. It's different when in an era where everybody's taking steroids. These were the people standing out. So yes, if everybody's cheating and they still the cream of the crop, you got to let them in. But if it's run by a bunch of purists, you got 10 years of eligibility. I think in hindsight, they're gonna look back and be like, damn, we really fucked this up.
They might retro. They gonna wait till he's dead and gone. Yeah. Barry Bonds is like 60 years old now. If the rule's the rule, then you got to change the rule. But even then, like, yeah, maybe it's on some other shit. But that's why baseball's not as popular as it used to be.
And it's also, yeah,
it is hard to hit a home run. There are guys that have went their whole career, probably had like 500 at bats or whatever in a season, and only hit 8 home runs.
And that's the other thing.
It's hard to do
because you're voted in by writers, right?
That never played the sport in their life.
And if that's the only people voting you in, and you're an asshole, it's really fucked up. Like, damn, like
they should have players' votes.
They should. I mean, most Hall of Fame.
Like, you have to have like and when I'm saying that, like a minimum requirement of like at least be able to receive a retirement check from us. Like, you got to have like 5 or 6 years of service to be able to vote, and let them vote who they guys are. Now that might be a little tainted because, you know, guys may vote for their guys. Any system that you have isn't going to be perfect.
Yeah, we're what's coming. It's like, it seems like every Hall of Fame is somewhat problematic.
Right.
Like the NBA one. It's too easy to get in my opinion. The NFL one might be better than most. I don't really know a whole bunch. We talking about the rock and roll.
That one holds more esteem than fucking. Didn't they just do the Pro Bowl?
Yeah,
I missed that.
That's today.
I'm going to miss it then.
No, who watches the Pro Bowl?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the Hall of Fame is bigger, and the speech is bigger than the Pro Bowl.
As it should be. The Pro Bowl is just most people, especially since they do it before the Super Bowl.
I think Baseball All-Star is bigger than their Hall of Fame shit.
Well, Baseball All-Star, they gave it...
We only give a fuck right now because Barry Bonds isn't in it.
Exactly.
That's the only reason why.
Right, because he's from
a time... They could have gave David Ortiz his time.
He's from an era that it was the most popular. When everybody, the casual person, I'm speaking about me, was watching. And so, this might be... Hey, tell Zeke to come in here. This is what I was trying to say earlier, where you were like, we'll get to it.
Come here. Explain what you done do.
Oh, so I told them they watched the Barry Bonds documentary when she was on one of her out of town trips, being Mixie.
He not coming.
Fig, come here.
He's not coming.
No, he needed his father to say it. Come here, right here.
Watch the
and
court.
we watched it, and it was like on some Sandlot. Remember when Sandlot was explaining who Babe Ruth is?
Yeah.
Fig, who's Barry Bonds?
The best baseball team.
The best he says best baseball team because he's the whole motherfucker.
Now he's gonna say basketball.
He said best baseball player ever. Who's Barry Bonds, Fig?
The best baseball team in the whole new way.
In the whole new way. Okay.
There you go. Watch your step.
See, and I didn't even coach him on that.
Happy Black History Month.
When we watched the documentary,
close the door, Fig.
He was like, "Oh, who is this person?" I was like, in the same way in Sandlot when they were explaining Babe Ruth was the greatest baseball player ever lived, I was giving them that speech. And then out of nowhere, like, they were just all on Barry Bonds, right? And then that was like months ago. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Right on time.
3 cheers.
And then they heard something Barry Bonds-ish on the TV like last week.
Yeah.
And they just started running around, Barry Bonds, the best baseball player ever, because it's like in their head now.
All the white folks in your neighborhood is like looking like, yo, what are they doing over there in that household?
They're upset about the Hall of Fame, apparently.
Oh, man. Barry Bonds deserves to be in there, man. All right, man. Let's get out of here. 3 cheers. Where we at with my hand clasp, man? Oh, we're checking his messages. Relax. It's going to be there.
Getting the outro prepared.
What you got for 3 cheers? I ain't got shit, so I'm just not gonna even force it.
Fucking ASAP Rocky.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think I 3 cheers him the other day or a few weeks ago. But man,
he shows you anything is possible.
it's a wrap
baby.
now.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Hey, I met some brothers that they was just hurt. I was like, she don't even know you exist, bro.
Exactly.
Relax.
Now I'm one of them.
Oh man, there's so many ways I could have gone there. I'm gonna spare you though.
I was hurt.
Look, we gave you our extra 15 minutes. I told you it was jam packed. Jam packed. All right, we out of here.